What's up, y'all? So Marcellus Wiley, he's reacting to Joy Taylor being fired and also getting rejected by all these sports companies. So let's check out exactly what he had to say.
What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is Joy Taylor and what's her next move. We all know she's no longer at FS1, but what will she do next? Will she pop up on another network, another television show, or is she going completely independent? Where is she at? Well, she takes a deep dive into it, talking about her emotions, her projections, what she sees next, and how she's feeling, what she's been dealing with this entire year, especially after that lawsuit. So we're going to take that deep dive because she went there on Higher Learning, the podcast hosted by my boy, Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay. So let's get into that. But before we do all that, make sure you guys support this channel by subscribing and leaving your email by supporting the community at projecttransition.org. That's it. Leave your email. You're a volunteer, part of our global giving community. You want to do more? Be a donor. Want to do the most? Have the greatest impact? Also get invited to exclusive events and amazing prizes. Be like Anthony Jacobs. Be a gym member. GEM. Giver every month. Like my man Anthony Jacobs, who receives this book right to your doorstep. All right. Now let's get into Joy Taylor because we all know she got a lot to get off her chest. So let's go. Y'all stupid.
I gotta be honest with you. The part about this year, and I don't know if I'm going to get it back, is the experience this year has taken away my joy for the business.
Oh.
So there was a time, there's always work involved, right? Like, even if you have a career you love, there's things you got to do that are annoying that you're about, or like, you know, a certain week you might be tired, not feeling it, whatever. But overall, like the saying, it doesn't feel like work, is when you're doing something that you actually enjoy. I think what happens to me this year took that away from me. I don't know if I'll get that back.
Okay. Grandma always said, never let them steal your joy. So it sounds like she let them steal her joy. It's interesting, like right now off the top of my head, she is like a one of one, a daily show that a woman was hosting. Not moderating, not Molly. I'm talking about hosting. Like, yo, you started, you finish it. You can end this segment with your opinion, right? And it's sharks in the water because that's a male-dominated field. So for a woman, obviously, especially when she's talking sports, and what's the biggest sport in America? Football. What's second? Basketball. And she's talking those sports, and people already are looking at her, especially the dudes she has to work with, like, yeah, it's a lot of guesswork here because how much football did you play? It's not how much football you know. We don't start at what you know. We start at what have you done. Experience is your expertise. So anytime we get into these conversations, even though we start to say, well, it doesn't matter if Nick Wright didn't play because Nick Wright can break it down, right? We get to that, but that's not level one. Level one is, what have you done? Then is, oh, what do you know? Okay. So Joy Taylor already has that strike against her, right? So this is all the stuff that she's fighting going up the hill to become Joy Taylor. Then, let's be real. She's a woman, beautiful woman, right? So guess what? Ageism kicks in, right? And they all talk about it, but they talk about it in pieces. Let's put it all together. They get to a certain age where it becomes negative returns in terms of what they are looked at in age in their career. They get to a certain point where they're like, you know, they go hide you away and say, tuck you away and put you on Sports Center when nobody watching. That's the best they give them. Being real, right? And I keep thinking of Carissa Thompson, but she doesn't host a daily show, but she's big time. But she's a moderator of a show for everyone else, but she kills it. And I used to host a show with her, Sports Nation, obviously. So, but that's still not daily. That's still not Joy Taylor, right? So we're dealing with what have you done in this sports world? 2, your age, and 3, her looks, right? She's like, I'm one-on-one. Because she knows this is what's leading to, I need to go behind the scenes. This is what's leading to, if I'm going to have a long career in this, it's not going to be holding a mic, right? Joy Taylor is 66, holding a mic, daily show, man, y'all stop. She ain't stupid. That's why she's saying it. She putting it out there like, are y'all good with this? You know, read the tea leaves. You know, try to change the winds. Y'all good with this? Because I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to reset who I am to y'all. Because if she just stays who y'all say she is, which is Joy Taylor, She knows her sports. Her brother was a baller, Hall of Famer. She's beautiful. That has an expiration date. And y'all ain't going to tell her when, but she sees it now because y'all told by how y'all treated her through all the allegations in the lawsuit.
Okay, so let me just stop this video real fast because I got to say that when it comes to Jason Whitlock and also Marcellus Wiley, I mean, these two brothers are two brothers that aren't afraid of actually speaking what's on their mind because, you know, there have been so many people that have been scared to say, you know, what we all know. And that is that Joy Taylor, she's a very lousy sports commentator. And I guess that is the reason why no sports company wants to hire her right now. So let's get back to the clip.
And when I say y'all, I mean you all. I don't mean you. I mean you all. Like, she been getting beat up, dog. Let's just be real. So there's a lot of hurt that's coming out of her. Look at. She told you they stole her joy. They stole her joy. A lot of hurt. A lot of hurt. And in that moment, who hasn't been hurt and didn't want somebody to bring them the biggest bowl of soup ever, right? Sympathy. And there's a responsibility that comes after you get through all of those wave of emotions, which is you got to be responsible, right? This is the time to be responsible for yourself. So she's doing her own projections. She's doing her own therapy. She's doing her own rehab. How long will it take me to get back to who I was? And I think that's more emotionally than it is talking about her job. She can make more money not working at FS1. I know how much she made at FS1. I ain't gonna tell her because if she give me the green light, I will. It ain't. She can make that, dog. Joe Budden over there leaking receipts. That's that world. So if I'm looking at Joy Taylor from a business perspective, I'm like, girl, if you stop now, what did you do all this for? Whatever you did, whatever you were up to, whatever you were not up to. Let's play God's advocate and devil's advocate, shall we? Devil's advocate, it's true. Joy, everything they said in there is true. Well, what you do all that for, then get up there and get knocked back down and not gonna get back up? Okay, simple as that. Right? This me talking to my family. I ain't gonna say my daughter, because boy, you better not. My family. Hey, what you do all that for and then that's it? You know what I mean?
What's up? We also appreciate y'all for tapping into my channel. And the clip of the show, y'all, that was Marcellus Wiley. And he was speaking on Joy Taylor because Joy Taylor was fired from her company 1 week ago. And her agent has received several messages from different sports companies saying that they don't want to hire Joy Taylor. She actually, tweeted and said that she was done with sports. And I actually like this because Joy Taylor, she's been, talking trash about men for several years now. And, I think that this is basically karma for her. And the only reason why she was able to reach this far is because of her brother, her famous brother, the retired NFL player. He was able to, pull some strings behind the scenes and get her hired in LA. And I gotta be honest, I truly hope that we will never see Joy Taylor again on any sports TV show. I mean, this is great news that she was fired and also that none of these companies wants to hire her. And that's great news. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like the students comment. I'll see y'all in the next videos.